Today I'm joined by ClearVue Technologies Executive Chairman and Founder, Victor Rosenberg. Victor, thank you so much for joining me.
It's a pleasure, lovely to be with you.
Victor, first of all, congratulations on the launch of the solar glass greenhouse at Murdoch University. Tell us, how was the launch received and have you had any inquiries from the agricultural sector following it?
You know, Samantha, it was just an amazing day. It's been a few years in the making, so to actually see it was just, I don't know, just the most unbelievable day. It was to me like the birth of our company and all the build-up as part of the gestation period. And the compliments haven't stopped flying. And I mean, we've had a dime a dozen reports on it. Just a phenomenal day and a very proud man, that's for sure. And more important as well, it puts us on the world map as the world first, which it is. And as a result of that, we have received and starting to receive a lot of inquiries from the US, Holland, Korea, and even from Australia, quite a lot of inquiries as well. And as you know, we signed a license agreement with TMH in Japan, and they're in the agricultural business. They, of course, supply and build greenhouses, as well as repair damaged greenhouses. So we're very much looking forward to work with them. They're a 70-year-old business, and I think the company is going to do very well out of them and together with them.
So tell me, Victor, with these things in mind, how is the company situated financially at the moment, and will there be any need to raise capital in the short or medium term?
We're very fortunate that we don't have to raise any capital. We're sitting with about $4 million in the bank today, and we're expecting to raise another $12 million from shareholders who are converting their options into fully paid shares. So we're in a very healthy position, and that funding, of course, now will allow for our expansion in Europe, the US, Asia, and to complete all our R&D programs as well. So we're in an extremely lucky and a very solid position financially right now.
You mentioned your European expansion. Dieter Moore will commence as European CEO on the 1st of May. How do you envisage this impacting the company, and what do you think he'll bring to the table for ClearVue?
Well, firstly, Dieter has been in the BIPV business for probably 20 years. I've known him for many years. He's an experienced operator. He's got good connections throughout Europe. So I'm sure once he starts wearing our banner from the 1st of May, he will introduce us to many of his contacts. And I'm sure within probably 6 months, we should start seeing some good results from him. We're also supporting him with an IR company as well as a PR company. So they will assist him and give him that extra support. In terms of Europe, just going further, we're looking at setting up an office and a business address in a company in Holland. The reason we want to go to Holland is because it's like the center of Europe. They have very nice tax incentives there. Also, they have a European Green Fund, which is in the tune of $50 billion. And in order for us to get part of that money, you need to have a company registered in Europe. And there'll be many projects that we will apply to them to support us. And the other thing is we have a collaboration agreement with HealthStar. We've had that for a while now. And that is getting our relationship is getting a lot stronger and a lot closer. And we've already successfully demonstrated the combined technology. So it's all really looking good in Europe, and we reckon that it's going to be a big run for us once we get going.
Victor, as well as Europe, recently you've spoken at length about ClearVue's focus on America, and now that you've successfully listed on the OTCQB, how has your focus changed in America, and can shareholders expect anything exciting in the future in America?
Absolutely. You know, we listed on the OTCQB because we are going to be spending a lot of time, and we're looking to America to be one of our major markets. And it'll also give investors in the US the opportunity to trade during their trading hours and also in US dollars. The US, there are quite a lot of big plans happening. We have been busy with product development in the US. We're looking at developing both a single glazed and a double glazed product. And this will complement the current PV product line that we have. So we currently have a triple glazed, and this will just complete our range, having single, double, and triple glazed product. Part of the reason for the development of the new single glazing and double glazing products to add onto our range is that it puts us into the category of being a serious global player. That actually allows us to enter the replacement market or the retrofit market, as well as the new market. And we have a great team in the US, which has secured our first trial for a replacement window in a major building in New York City. That's really going to be major news, and that'll be happening sometime next month. There are about 50,000 buildings in New York City alone that are going to have to be upgraded and reduce the carbon footprint. So the opportunities there are going to be enormous. And to add some more information, there are 4 million government buildings in the US which are going to have to be upgraded. That's from Biden himself, where all the older government buildings are going to have to be upgraded to get a better star rating as well. And one other thing that's happening in the US, we will be delivering one of our smart, autonomous, multifunctional windows. That's the window that has a CO2 sensor. And when the CO2 gets too high, it activates the ventilation system. So you're not dependent on a central ducting air system. And that's going to the US for demonstration for a particular reason. So that in itself is also very big news.
ClearVue's share price has effectively doubled over the past month. How do you plan to continue rewarding shareholders on both a domestic and international front?
Well, I think all the news that I've given you of the different projects coming up, expanding in Europe, expanding in the US, and also expanding in Asia, is going to definitely satisfy the appetites of our investors. And I'm sure that they will all be rewarded by just keeping with us, sticking with us, going into the future. And just as a passing note, I just want to say that, as you know, we listed in the US. The US price closed, the stock price at 77.8 US cents, which equals to about Australian dollars, $1.05. And the final thing that, according to Biden, when they had the big New York, similar to when they had the Paris conference, basically they're all talking about the new clean energy transition phase. And we, ClearVue, fit perfectly and are part of this new clean energy transition phase, which is valued at about $25 trillion. So we're getting new products. We will be able to cater for the global market for single, double, triple glazed. It just puts us in a real different position in terms of products satisfying just about every application in the building industry, agricultural industry, potentially automobile, and definitely infrastructure industries.
Thank you so much, Victor. You've certainly got a lot in the works at the moment. It's been great chatting to you, and we look forward to having more updates from you again very soon.
Thank you so much, and thank you for your time.